Hi there, Neil Clark here from Falkirk Piping, www.falkirkpiping.com. Welcome to the channel. This is day number 8, I think, of our Burns 2022 series, and it's Duncan Gray. A fun tune, really. Burns wrote quite a lot of poems and songs about people that he knew. And Duncan Gray was a local character. He seems to be getting a bit of fun poked at him. You come across this all over the place. I was asked to play, it was actually for a fashion shoot, believe it or not. I don't think they used my picture. Anyway, in the middle of nowhere down in the borders, and past a place called Lincoln, which is where Willie Wassell stayed. Willie Wassell dwelt in Tweed, the place they call it Lincoln. And I never thought it existed, but of course it did. Middle of nowhere. Might not have been the middle of nowhere in Burns Day, but it was certainly freezing cold. John Anderson, my Joe. John Anderson is actually buried in Kilcumin Cemetery, which is Fort Augustus, and we've performed the song John Anderson, my Joe by his graveside. Rudely interrupted by the RAF low flying while we did that, but it's fantastic to find these things all over the place. So I don't know much about Duncan Gray. 3 poems and songs put to the tune. The first one probably isn't known. It's Let Not Women E'er Complain. I'm just scanning it here to see how sexist he's being. He's not too bad. Let not women e'er complain of inconstancy in love. Let not women e'er complain, fickle man is apt to rove. Okay, moving on from that. Now the other two are both sung, I think. I think the first one might be the more common one, but once you hear the second one, you might think, oh, I've heard that one as well. So 2 versions of Duncan Gray. Duncan Gray, come here to woo, ha ha, the woo-note. On blyth, Yule-nicht, when we were foo, ha ha, the woo-note. So Yule-nicht, so almost Christmas Eve, Christmas night, perhaps not, but not far from there. And they were all steaming at the time, as usual. So, we'll just let you hear the final one. Weary fa ye, Duncan Gray, ha ha, the Gurdanote. Way gae by ye, Duncan Gray, ha ha, the Gurganote. So, very similar. Duncan Gray seems to be the sort of figure of ridicule. So, going by the inverse humour, he was probably a decent guy. Anyway, I don't think we hear this much on pipes. I play it as a 4/4 march. Where I remember it from was going way back in the Guards in the early 80s, but I happen to know they're still playing this set yet. When you played with the regimental band, one of the things they would do was the regimental band would play Duncan Gray, and then at the end of that, Bye Bye Dog, they would go into the Soldier's Return, and the pipes would strike up for the Soldier's Return. And I was always a bit bemused why we didn't play Duncan Gray, because we could play it. And the answer to that, of course, was that's the way it's always been done. So Duncan Gray, you don't hear much of it. You probably hear it more on small pipes, but we'll play it on Highland pipes for you. So Duncan Gray, come here to woo.